We never left the ground, but we need to take some weight of our show.
Hello, ladies. This is the second episode of Sincerely a Black Businesswoman. Can you guys just let me know if you can hear me in the comments? It's a little lagged on my end. But yeah, we'll just keep going right on. Today we have some dope women joining us. We have Taylor, we have Miczjhane, and we have Mariah. I'm super excited to introduce these people. As you guys know, this is the Women TV channel. And here we'll be talking everything business, creative, artists, all these things. And what we do at Women Enterprises is we house Black female artists. So what we do on this platform specifically is talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to Black businesswomen. So I just want the ladies to come on in so we can just get started. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Hey. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, just for noise purposes, if you guys aren't talking, just mute your camera or whatever. If you have loud sounds in the background, if not, you're cool. One, I'm super excited that y'all are on this episode. It's the second episode, so I'm like a little more comfortable than the first one. So I think it's super dope to have people that I've grown up with, or that I went to school with, whether grade school, high school. Miczjhane and I grew up together. I don't ever remember not knowing you. So it's just dope to see, people come from different walks. Okay, I see a comment that says they can't hear. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
You guys can hear? Okay, now they can hear me. Okay, perfect. So, I just want to jump right in. We can start with Mariah. Just, talking about who you are, where you're from, what you do, and then whoever wants to go next, we can do it just like that.
Okay. My name is Mariah Appel. I am a recent Kean University college graduate. I am 22 years old, and I am a CEO of Illuminate by Raya. I grew up in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Lived here basically my whole life, and I'm just all for women empowerment and businesses, and just trying to focus on women being great business owners.
Sure. You said you're from Old Bridge. Shout out to Old Bridge. That's my old stomping grounds. Yeah, so that's super dope. I'm so glad to have you, Mariah. Miczjhane.
Well, my name is Miczjhane. I'm the CEO of Speak. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. 26 years old. I'm a mom. I'm all for women stepping out and women doing their thing. So I'm really excited to see other women doing the thing out there and stuff like that. So that's about it.
Yeah. That's dope. Miczjhane is my childhood friend. So it's so good, like I was saying previously, to see, people from different walks or the same walk come together and just do something dope, especially for women. That's always a good move. Taylor.
Hi, I noticed you guys can see that I'm currently in the store. I wasn't supposed to be here, but that's what being a Black woman is. Yes, we wait in the line in New Orleans. So obviously I'm from New Orleans. I call myself a visual architect because I do a multitude of things. I like to take multiple pieces and just and multiple people and build something with that. I am part owner of Shive New Orleans here. Shive is slang for "you look good," so that's our slang term for it. And I am also a freelance graphic designer, where I freelance all over, mostly universities here in New Orleans. And I'm 28.
Okay.
That's it.
So, just a little backstory on Taylor and I. We actually met in college. We both went to SCAD, and that's when I know you released your brand Shive, but I wasn't aware that that was a slang. So I think it's dope for you to have like your own lingo and kind of use that to express your fashion. Um, so let's jump right in. I want to know what makes your brand or what you're doing in the industry that you're in different from everybody else. So let me just stop and say that this conversation is going to be super lax, so we could just do a little shaky, 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 and be comfortable. I want everybody to, you know, of course, Taylor's situation, she got to mute because it's a little loud in the background, but y'all don't have to stay on mute the whole time. I want it to be a super fluid conversation, just for us to, one, talk about what we do, but also to get to know each other. So, yeah, y'all could chime right in with the first question. What do you think in your industry? Like, what are you bringing to the table that you feel like no one else is doing right now?
Okay, I could start.
Okay.
In my industry, women selling, I sell women's jewelry and accessories. And I feel like Illuminate by Riot, it makes you different because one, it illuminates you. It brightens your outfit, your the look that you're going for. I feel like jewelry, you could speak through, you could express yourself through jewelry in many different ways. If you love like hoop earrings, you can express yourself through that. If you love necklaces, you could do a whole line of different kind of necklaces, and every day you could switch it up. That's what I feel like jewelry really makes it great, that you could have a whole collection of jewelry and every day could go with a different outfit, and it could help it brighten that outfit, and definitely bring it out, expressing yourself through that out through the jewelry. So I feel like that's what makes my brand different.
Sure.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. Are you guys able?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I sell women's clothing. I think what makes my business so great is because I allow access to those in my brand to have easy access to getting these clothing. I was always into the latest and the trendy fashions, and so I do sell affordable clothing at that. And these ladies are allowed to, like express out like the different styles and stuff for great prices, and just to feel good about themselves at the time. And I feel like they can be themselves, clothes, and choose what they wear, and that's pretty much.
Sure. One thing that I think I kind of got cut out with Mariah that she was saying before you had started is the jewelry can really make or break your outfit or change it. And to go with what Shatone just said, I think having access is so important. And it kind of goes hand in hand with representation, if you will, because we see things on Instagram, we see things on TV, on the videos, whatever, and it's like, I want that, but the stores near me don't have that, or I want that, but I don't know anyone who makes or anyone who sells that. So I think being able to have these make or break items really set you guys apart and almost allow you guys to be representation in whatever area that you're in, because it's such a dire need for those products or for whatever it is that people are looking for. So I think that's super important, that you guys are doing that in your areas. And of course, I know you guys won't be local for long, but to start there says a lot.
Right.
Right. But Taylor, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I agree with all of that. What makes Shy special is that it's really grounded and rooted in the rhythms of New Orleans. Period. It's who we are. Is what we say. Is what we do. No matter where we are, you can spot just like you can spot someone from New York. You can spot somebody from New Orleans. So it's really keeping that heritage alive, so that it will never be lost in translation, because as people grow up, things change. The city's being gentrified a lot, and so we really just
Sure.
wanted to take hold off of what belongs to us. That's our heritage, that's our roots, and we want to keep that going for the next generations to come, so that they know where their swag comes from, I guess, in a sense. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. That's true. Every city, every set has a look, you know.
Yeah.
Whether it's their accent, whether it's how they dress, whatever. I think every, you know, area and market demographic, however you want to put it, has their own look, their own sound, their own swag. So that kind of goes into my next question. Like, when you created your different brands, what was your mission for your specific brand? Like, what were you trying to achieve with doing it? Because I know for me, Women Enterprises came out of a space, and I shared a little bit on episode 1. We'll link it below so you guys can go watch, whoever's watching now, if you want to go back. It came out of a place of me not really fitting in. So I wanted to create a space for people who looked like me and who had either similar talent or even gifts that were beyond my capacity. But what I wanted to do was to allow them that space to just be a Black creative and not have to worry about what comes with it when you're in a different industry. So if y'all could tell me a little bit about why you started doing what you're doing. It's kind of like the first question, but not so much, because it just dives a little deeper.
Right. I think for me personally, COVID definitely did help my situation in the sense
Yeah.
of, you know, I was at home. I didn't have much to do. Not I didn't have much to do and I didn't want to do the business, but it helped me open up to do it, because before I'd have the excuse of, oh, I'm too busy, or I have school, I have work. So like just being at home like really helped me think about my brand and think about what I want to do, and you know, my mission of why I want to create this business. So definitely, you know, being at home, COVID, it was a blessing in disguise. Honestly, sometimes people could see it that way. So I think
I
that
agree.
people
I
helped me.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely can agree with her. It had a lot to do with COVID. Also, too, it was one of those things where I was chasing after my career, but also wanted to always do this, but didn't have like the push and was being lazy, or, you know, like things like that. And it was like, now we're all home, and it was like, why not? Like, you know, why not step out, you know? So definitely I wanted to give a taste of my style, yet complement some of the interests of others and their styles. So that definitely motivated me to say, so to create this business. It's great to see like the way people put things together, and like helping people, like, you know, create outfits. It's fun. It's like this journey is definitely fun. I enjoy it. So I didn't want it to always be a thing where it was like I'm chasing after money too. And it was like I wanted to do something that I really would enjoy. Like I go out with family members. Like I come from a family where like we're always partying, we're always doing. So it was like that's what I do. I dress up, I play clothes. So it was like I knew that this was for me.
Yeah. I think that's really
Same.
dope to know to know where you are and kind of cater to that, especially starting with family. Like I was gonna ask you guys, Taylor, I'm gonna let you talk. I just really related with what they were saying about COVID, because that's when I started Ming. Like I had all these ideas, and I ain't gonna lie, we was all getting unemployment. So I was like, let me put my little unemployment check towards something that I can make it back with.
Right.
But Taylor, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I I
Oh,
have
are
a
we good?
similar story, but I love that you all took the courage to even start, you know. And during COVID, it was supposed to be a time of, I don't know, whatever they wanted it to be a time of. You guys took something that was bad and turned it into good. And so I really appreciate that. I started mine when we were in
Good.
college.
I remember.
Scared means sleep comes after death, for real, for real. Like, fun. I was barely
We're
alive
losing you a little
and by
bit.
then. Probably because I'm on the side of the street. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
You
slightly
know how
better.
your phone automatically connects to other people's Wi-Fi. Is that so strange?
Yeah.
But
Anyways, that's like a random thing. But really, it just was about New Orleans and keeping that spirit alive constantly and never letting it die.
so with you guys, I guess targeting your area, your family, and it being brought out of such like not devastating because COVID, it was bad for some people. Even like I know a lot of people, and I personally know people who have passed away from COVID. So I'm not saying it in a light sense, but like outside of the initial state of COVID, what was you guys target audience? Because at that point, I know everyone was home. So it was hard for me to market Ming because I'm like, I'm trying to market, but it's not loungewear, it's not sleepwear. So I don't know if people would sell. I mean, I don't know if the product would sell because everyone's home. So like, what were some of you guys' marketing strategies? And like, what were you telling yourself when creating, your outline, or what did a day look like in the life of Miczhhane or the life of Mariah when preparing for your daily day with work?
For me, definitely, I was targeting women, targeting, like kids, just basically everything, like, and, women my age too, just trying to express yourself through jewelry. We all love getting ready and going out. I feel like, the fun part about going out is getting ready, doing our makeup, preparing to, be out. So, just in the sense of, and even like during COVID, the TikTok video started, those challenges started where it was doing your makeup at home just because that's the space that you're in, and you could throw on some jewelry and just take a video. So it was like, why not just do that so women could have it? And then just also, branding on social media, because everybody was on social media at that moment, from adults to young adults to children, like everybody was on it. So it was like branded on Instagram, on social media, wherever I can get that word out there. So
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, I agree with Mariah. I must say, yes, my targeted audience was women. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to change that. Oh, I'm sorry. But,
You fine, you fine.
had a little brain fart. It was women. I was actually very surprised how my business took off in the beginning because of COVID. It actually shocked me because, I sell women clothing, and my thing was, we're not going outside no more. The businesses started shutting down. So I was thinking like, dang, how am I selling? People not going nowhere in the house. People just throwing on any old thing. You're in pajamas, your big stuff like that. So for my business to take off the way it did, it really did surprise me, and I was very grateful for that. I feel like for my family and my friends, it's like I felt like people took the time out to have like little gatherings and stuff together. Like you really had to think things during COVID to celebrate people, no matter what it was, and people actually buying. Like,
Right.
for me, I still had to work. I work for TSA, so the airport does not shut down. So along with that, being a new and then like having my business going, it was just like it very ironic how it had like how it went, but it actually went really well. Like especially in the beginning, like so I was very grateful for that. It turned out better than I thought, especially the time that you know. So that's how it went for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It was really good. I was really shocked by Ming. One, because it was something that I was doing like here and there, but then like when I really went full throttle with it after. So I lost my grandma in December 2019, and then 4 months after, her husband, which was my grandfather, passed away. So the back to back really had me like in a dark space, and then once a lot of prayer, a lot of getting it together, and just figuring it out. When I came out of that whole funk, I was like, yo, it's just go time. And when I went, like, I went hard and crazy. Like, I had more orders than space in my house. So, like, my mom was packaging, my brothers was folding, like, everybody was super annoyed, but it was so crazy at the timing of things, because I'm thinking like COVID is a nice time to, start it. Ain't nobody gonna be going crazy. I'm gonna be able to catch the rhythm of whatever. Y'all, as soon as that website dropped, I promise you, like the first day, it was crazy. Like crazy. And I was just like, if this how we starting, it's just gonna go up and up. You know what I'm saying? So it was good, and I'm super grateful. I thank God that that's my, testimony to that. But it was a lot because I was not prepared, nor was I expecting that. And then with COVID, everything was on back order. So trying to get product, trying to get all of this, I was like, okay, this is different.
I forgot that part. Yes. Oh, but oh my God.
Yes.
I lost so many packages. So many packages are just
Really?
lost in the abyss of how can you lose it? All you have to do is put it on the truck. Is only one person doing this job.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. It's like behind a little, but I lost I didn't lose. The post office lost maybe like 2 or 3, or it would be like it got there and then it would be like it's not there, and I would be like, I'm not lying to y'all. Like it would just be like random stuff, or like it would be sitting at my home base post office for mad long, and then it wouldn't send out, and I'm just like, oh my God, I want people to come back, but this is not my fault. Like I literally had to like make a coupon code because people were getting their stuff late. So it's like now I have to take the slack for the post office, which was so annoying. So talking about those like hurdles and stuff, this is kind of like the perfect segue to what I want to say next. This is like our keeping it real section where we spill the tea. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I love what I do. I love working with women. I love being a woman in this industry, but it is hard because I don't only service people who are like me. And when I say people who are like me, like I would consider myself very understanding in the right of knowing what goes into working, right? And being a business owner. But I feel like sometimes people don't give you the same grace that you would give them. So I want to know what has been the biggest challenge for you guys dealing with clients in your industry.
You can go.
Okay. I mostly do menswear. So to be a woman and to do menswear is already a struggle. And then to be in a city that's overly saturated with men who are doing things for men, and it's such like a boys club. And it's like, oh, who cares? You went to the #1 school for fashion in the country. Like who cares about any of that? They just care that, oh, I've been knowing this person for a while and this is my homie, so why would I rock with anyone else? And it's like, why you can't give everyone a chance, because actually your homie have worse quality than me, because my quality really top tier, because you already know about the fibers and the dyes and then how it should be washed, and then if it should be hang instead of being in a dryer. Like you have all of this knowledge, and it's like you're not getting any attention whatsoever just because I'm a girl and I'm doing menswear. So that's like it really is it's frustrating sometimes.
Yeah. I haven't, from talking to women post college, I haven't really heard that. Of course, in college, we talk about that a lot, but I haven't heard that angle. So I think it was needed for you to say that, because we get lost kind of in thinking that all women's wear is fashion. All fashion wear is women's. You know what I mean? Forgetting that there are, menswear stylists, menswear designers, and people who that's their target audience. And I feel like sometimes unintentionally we aren't taken as serious as if we were. I mean, sometimes intentionally, and then sometimes not. So that's real. That's real. Can you guys, before we go to the next person, can everyone just make sure that their volume on their phone is down? Thank you. Yeah, so whoever wants to answer next, we can go. You guys can go.
I feel
If
like
you want, I can repeat the question again.
my biggest challenge right now, especially again, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, so right now, I'm so sorry, y'all. If y'all hear some noise, my daughter just woke up. I'm so sorry. But my biggest challenge right now is that so many people are starting boutiques. It is so common here. So it's like making sure that my business still stands out, like so that I don't get lost in the wind and I'm not forgotten, because so many people are doing it now, and it's like, and it's in there, and it's happening, it's continuing to happen. So it's like figuring out like what's going to always keep me in the limelight, what's going to keep my getting those returning clients, customers, and new customers, reaching out to a new crowd. And so like it's a challenge, but it's also exciting to see the things that I can do to take my business to the next level. So I mean, I'm still growing. I pray, it gets better. But that's like one of the biggest things now. Like every time I turn around, it's someone with a new boutique. Like I got a close friend who she has a boutique as well. We not too far from each other. Okay. So that's one of the major things for me right now. So it's just making sure that I keep up with things.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually really agree with her. Everyone's starting businesses. But so just what makes you different? What will make my jewelry line different from the next jewelry line? A solution to that, I started doing like different products for different seasons. This summer I had sunglasses. That was a little bit of a thing. And then, that fades out for the fall and the winter. So then just doing little lines and something to keep me going and to keep, my brand winning basically. So I definitely do agree with her. And then another challenge probably would be just having my customers to be understanding, because once again, we are a small business. We're learning as we go. We're learning new things as new situations come up. So just like not being able to get the products on time, reaching out to them via email, just having my customers be understanding, where it's not like I'm not trying, or there's some things that as a businesswoman, as a business owner, it's out of your hands. You can't let the postal office ship it like that as much as we would like. So just having the customers be understanding, it is a challenge, but just as solutions, as being as professional as we can, just speaking to them and just keep it going that way.
Yeah.
To add to that, but before the next person speaks, definitely she mentioned something about like getting orders shipped out, especially during this time of COVID. Like I did run into like a few customers where it became an issue, where because I wasn't doing exchanges just for the safety of other customers. Like I didn't want them to take clothing to their homes, bringing it back, and then having to sell that same piece of clothing to somebody else, because I can't let it sit now. I have to make money off of it. So like that was one of the biggest things for me, just trying to help those customers out with figure out their sizes, what fits best for them. So it was like I was doing a little bit more than expected during this time because of that reason. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, surely. So do you guys think that with the challenges that come with customers, whether it be male, female, mom, dad, whoever, within that, have you guys ever been called like the angry Black woman? And it could be in the setting of work, as you being a business owner or CEO, or a non-work setting. But that's like a question that I ask every episode, because I'm really trying to, I know I can't change the whole stigma, but I'm trying to work on my understanding levels, and my husband is very helpful with this, because I wouldn't say that I'm not understanding, but I think because as a Black woman, we have to work extra hard. We want everything to be like this. We're entering a room and automatically we're here. There's a Black man here. There's a white woman here, and then there's a white man here, right? And sometimes we enter these rooms that we're supposed to be in, but because we don't look like everyone else, or because everyone else doesn't think we're qualified enough, they're not giving us the same respect. So with that, we may come off angry looking or intimidating, and really we're just trying to be assertive enough to, you know, have it together, right? So with that, I wonder, do you guys ever get, you know, called the angry black woman? And if so, like, how did it make you feel? What's the tea? What was the scenario? Or something remotely close to it?
Yeah, definitely. I used to actually work at a car dealership with all men, predominantly all white men. So just probably just expressing myself, just talking with my hands, just, you know, probably talking a little louder than the average woman would or so. Like they would just bring out like saying in a joking manner, but it wasn't joking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like this is who I am, this is how I express myself. Why can't you express yourself in a certain way, but you're calling me the angry black woman just because I have emotions and I'm speaking like, you know, on a topic that I feel very sensitive about. So that would it would definitely obviously make me upset and everything like that. But you know, sometimes you can't react, you can't you know, play stupidity with stupidity. You can't just do that. You just got to let it, you know, let it go. Yeah. So I would just in a sense just, you know, walk away from it before I get more heated and then they just have another reason to call me another name in a sense. So yeah.
So true. I love that you say you can't. What you say? You can't fight stupidity with stupidity. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like, and it's very unfortunate, but sometimes I feel like even if we do have feelings, of course it's okay to feel, but I feel like we're not always given the space and the liberty to feel what we feel, especially in the workplace. So this is just a shameless plug. So we do weekly meetings with women enterprises, whether it's with just the team or the actual talent, which is we group, the actual agency part. And the mission and the goal in the meeting is to not just discuss, this is the project I'm working on, I need these resources, I need your help with this, I'm booking this, but it's to sit here and say, these are my wins this week. These are my, we don't call them losses. We say these are our lessons of the week. Or what was the, I'm like tripping up my words like Shatone was saying. What was the highlight of the week? What was something I wish I could have done better? Or what is something that I absolutely hated about the week? You know, like, I feel like the corporate setting and the business setting is like, hi, I'm Miczjhane. I had a perfect day. I had a perfect week. And that's not realistic.
Yeah.
So I think that what I'm trying to do and just implement with my group specifically is like, it's okay to be a businesswoman and it's okay to feel and have feelings about your own work, someone else's work, or just the client in general. You know, like today could just not be your day, but how do we maneuver around that? So Mariah, I think that was super dope that you said, you know, fighting stupidity with stupidity is wrong, because sometimes that's the first, you know, instinct, because we don't have those safe spaces to express. To express. Yeah. Sorry, that was a mouthful. But I just get super passionate because I'm like, that is so true, because I'm one and I'm getting better, but like I'm the type like, what's wrong? I'm okay.
Yeah.
And it's off the strength of like, one, I feel like when I do express myself, you're not gonna understand, or two, when I begin to express myself, you're gonna try to dim it down because it's not what you want to hear, right? So they kind of go hand in hand. But I'm learning, like, one, it's okay to express yourself and people not understand, and two, every space is not meant to express.
Agreed.
For me, I've never been, I'm not gonna say never, but because I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but
That's true.
I haven't heard the words of "you're the angry black woman," but for the most part, I'll say like standing on your policies and stuff that you have for your businesses when you deal with customers. Especially, you know, the whole stereotype of, oh, small black businesses, they're so unprofessional. They love to run that line. And I feel like when you have these policies, for example, like for me, like I mentioned already, like the no exchanges during COVID, or hey, there's no refunds on certain things, certain items like bodysuits and stuff, where like, you know, some of these same exact policies are in these big businesses as well. So I feel like sometimes they try to discredit your small business and make it seem like you're supposed to alter, like, you know, what you have going on. And it's like, y'all don't walk in these stores and go tell Gucci, Louis, Prada, this is not what we gonna do. When they tell you can't bring something back after 30 days or you get a full refund,
Right.
it's like whatever's on that receipt is what happens. So it's
Right.
like a lot of times it's like, give me that same respect. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm starting out small, but you know, I still have a business I have to run. So I'll say like there has been times where I've had to let customers know, of course, in a very polite way, in a respectful way, but my policies are my policies, and I do try to work things out with them the best way I could, because you want to keep that, customer service, that good customer service going. So definitely that is like one of the biggest things when it comes to the whole you being an angry Black woman and
For sure.
with your business.
Yeah. Taylor?
I feel like I observed my mom being, I don't know, I guess that typical angry Black woman, and how she would be passionate about whatever the subject was, and then the other person on the opposite end would just automatically think anger. And I'm just like, she really just telling you how she feel, and it may not be in the tone in which you may, or the volume in which you may want it to be, but it doesn't mean that she's angry.
Right.
And so because I watched that over and over and over again, condition stimulus, condition response. So I'm like, what can I do better and not be angrier at the situation when someone isn't understanding who I am or where I'm coming from? And so I just like how you said, you just be like, all right. Like sometimes that's all you can say. It's just
Right.
Yeah.
like, all right, because if I really say it in this moment, is not gonna come out how I want it to come out, because what's behind that emotion is anger, and what I really want to be behind that emotion is empathy of the fact that you don't understand me, and now I need to then change or like adapt to myself into your world and into your way of thinking. So I've just been adapting to the whole. Our school really taught me that, just to adapt, being one
Sure.
of me in a classroom.
Sure. I talked about that last week.
Like you won, you won, and you sometimes just look and you like, dang, son, for real, like you really about to say this right now?
Yeah.
And then you just have to just like quickly be like, this is this time and place, but just know that this is a condition for what the real world is going to be like, because you're sitting in your office right now. Right now, you're sitting in your business, and so you have to treat it. And I just started to treat it as such, and then I just learned over time to just say all right. And then when I'm feeling better, and I guess God and the Holy Spirit has given me I guess a better way to say it, then I'll come back and address the issue. I find that helps me
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. That helps me too, including God, because the words that I be wanting to say, that's not what God wants me to say. So I be like, let me take a little
But
pause.
sometimes you gotta have your moment. Like you gotta step back and catch yourself.
You gotta give yourself grace,
Yeah.
like you're growing, girl. Don't curse them out today.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow if they do the same thing and ain't learned a lesson yet.
Yes, that's so good. So right now I'm gonna open up. I know we're live and we're getting some comments coming in. So what I'm gonna do is open up the floor for people to ask you guys questions. But while they're asking the questions, I want each of you to go around and talk to your younger self. So I want to know what you would say to yourself when you were 13. So legit, if it's me, I'm gonna say, girl, blah blah blah, and I want you to do it just like that, the same play. And then once you guys are done, we'll read some questions, we'll let you guys promote yourselves, and then that'll be a wrap. But I really want to hear what you guys have to say to your younger selves. So anyone can start.
I would say you are not defined by others. You are only defined by God and yourself. Learn who you are and whose you are, because there ain't no door that God opens that no man can shut. You have to remember that. You don't need their approval. You don't need their claps or their accolades. You got everything. You got the man who made a fish in the sea and a bird in the sky. Like, why do I even? Fine, I don't even need you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
A word to my sorry. A word to my younger self, I would say, I should have never doubted myself. I should have kept going. Don't give up what I was dreaming of and what I was thinking of. Because all I have to do is work hard and I'll achieve it, you know. All I have to do is put the work in, wake up every day, believing in my dreams, believing in God, and He's definitely gonna make it happen. Fear, I cannot let fear get into my way because honestly, now I notice now, like with the business, I was nervous before to start. And if the little bit of the COVID push didn't push me, would I even have a business at this point? So definitely like fear, I should never let get into the way and doubting myself. So that's what I would definitely say.
What I'll tell my younger self is don't be afraid. Take the risk. You will fail, but you get back up. You come 10 times harder. Don't allow others' insecurities to dim your light and to hold you back. There's no limits to this lifetime. Like you gotta put it all. Like, put yourself out there. Be creative. Continue to be creative. Yeah, like just keep pushing. Like have faith. And just don't be afraid. Like it's all right. Like just don't be afraid.
Okay. So I loved everything that you guys said about yourselves, and I identify with them, my younger self and even my present self, because no one's perfect. We still have those moments of where it's like, should I be doing this? Like, is anyone being impacted by this? This has been a bad sales week. What does that look like? Am I going to be able to pay this? Am I still as influential as I thought I was? So what I would tell my younger self is that, and I might have said a little bit of this last week, but if I did, I'm gonna just keep saying it to myself until I get through it. So my personal thing is, to my younger self, I would say, like, you're more than enough. I feel like for so long, I tried to just meet so many different molds when I surpassed the molds that I was trying to meet, and that's why I didn't fit. And it's like, I'm thinking in my mind that it's not a match, or it's not a meet because I'm lacking, when I'm really overqualified, or I'm really better at it than I thought I was. And that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But my personal motivation has been like, you belong in any room that you want to be in.
Yep.
And that's just simple as that. Like, if God told you that you could be in that room and you believe that you could be in there, just walk in. And they either gonna get right or they gonna get left. Like that's just the attitude. Another shameless plug. I posted recently in my bag tote, which is available on our website. But like that bag, I literally been carrying that bag around. Oh, I don't have it right now. I've literally been carrying that bag around like heavy for a week straight, literally since I made the first one. And it's like, yo, this bag is so personal, because my husband and I always joke about it. But like, I told him, like, yo, once I get my bag again, I'm not letting up, because I've been in a space where I let depression, darkness, people's opinions, my own opinion weigh me down. So like, when I really feel the oomph and feel like, when I really get in my bag, like it's about to get crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just super excited that y'all can speak to your younger selves from where you are, but also while you guys are talking to your younger selves, you're motivating me in the present. So that's super important. So I'm gonna just head over to my laptop real quick just to jump into these questions. And as I say them, they'll throw them on the screen as well. Hey, Natalie said she placed her order today. I'm super excited. I hope you love your stuff. When you get it in the mail, you got to take a picture and put it on the gram and all of that. So the first question is, why did you choose to be a Black businesswoman? Anybody can answer. Everybody doesn't have to answer. If you want to, sure. But we could just do one person and then, keep going.
Quickly, it chose me. I didn't choose it.
Yeah, Period.
Yep.
Anybody else want to add to that?
I just love business. A business all around. That's what I studied in school. That's what I want to do. I want to be my own CEO. I want to just do it all for myself. I don't want to work for anybody. So honestly, I feel like that is my reason. This is where I start now. And I'm gonna have stores. I'm gonna have online companies and everything like that. So yeah.
So okay, the next question is, was there a moment where you felt like quitting? If so, what was that moment?
For me, I took a little bit of a break. Um, my sister was getting married and I was the maid of honor, and I wanted to put all my focus into that. So I did take a little bit of a hiatus, and just getting back into it was very hard. Like getting back into posting every day on social media, getting back to ordering that inventory, getting back to ordering stuff for shipment and everything. It was very hard. But I just realized, I'm like, if I started this a year ago, why am I stopping now? Like and there was I was, in demand for a lot of stuff before in the beginning. Everybody was ordering, I was shipping out and everything like that. So it's like I had that momentum going in the beginning. Why stop now? So I just picked up myself and I just, I'm making pop-up shops, hosting pop-up shops and everything just to get inventory out there and just to keep going. So
That's dope. That's dope. Anybody else?
And always remember that, they tried to bury us, but they didn't know we were seeds. So you think you're buried, but really, you're about to grow. So don't quit.
That's good. That's good. Jatoma, what were you gonna say?
I definitely had a period where I felt a little bit discouraged. Coming into like the whole business scene is understanding that every day is not going to be your best day in sales. Every day is not going to be you're not going to have the greatest experiences all the time. So especially too dealing with like your personal things and trying to keep that balance. Again, I know you mentioned you lost your grandmother. It was the same for me. It's about to be a year and about Thursday since I've lost my grandmother. So dealing with personal issues, going into depression, just that, like having to handle all of that and just having to tell yourself like it's gonna get better, like keep pushing, put your best foot forward. So I've definitely had a period where I felt like, is it even worth it? Like maybe I need to fall back, and it was like, no, like keep going. So
right. Push harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
I love your accent.
Thank you.
Yo, she's straight out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So another question is, what motivates you to keep reaching your business goals, if you have any?
I mean, the money, obviously.
Period.
Definitely income coming in will motivate me. But just honestly, all around doing what I love as I'm doing it. Being that CEO and being able to, sell my products and being able to try a different line. That honestly just motivates me to just keep pushing forward and just keep going. When people give me like comments, oh my goodness, I love your products, or I love how you made this flyer, this creative flyer, anything like that, all of that just keeps pushing me to just keep going, because people see the hard work that I'm putting into my business. People see that. So honestly, those compliments and everything just motivates me to just keep pushing up and forward.
Yeah, I agree. Of course, the money, but for me, woman enterprises, like, it's not about that for me. And as you can see, like, the agency is fueled off of the Black artists, Black woman artists, Black woman creatives. So I feel like with that being at the forefront of my mind, it's like I'm constantly in a fight of philanthropy, right? And I'm constantly pushing for people who look like me, because I remember what it was like to not have nobody like, go do that business, girl. Go get that money, girl. It's okay if you're the only Black girl in the room. Like, that in itself, like, to be able to be like, yeah, like, that's me. And I'm a little ghetto, so it gets a little ratchet over here. But I feel like everybody needs that to balance their business. Like, you need to have a good support system and a good tribe. My friend Kaya Wells, I met her in college, and she is one of my closest friends. She told me, like, When you be yourself, your tribe will follow. Stop trying to create things to fit the mold or meet the expectations of others. When you are grounded in who you are and when you do something that you believe in, people are going to come. And it's not your job to make them come fast or slow. You just got to be true to who you are. So I totally agree. That's my testimony. Of course, we love money here because we like nice things and we have an expensive life. But I also love being able to constantly fight for women and vouch for people who look like me, for sure. Okay, did anybody else want to answer that question before I go to the next one? No? Okay. So this will be the last question, and then I'll let you guys just give your closing remarks and promote yourself. Let us know about any other projects you have coming. So the last question is there anything you could have done differently with your business? If so, what would it be?
I guess I'll start. For me, was being consistent. The consistency, that part. It was like, I'll come full force, and then something, like I said, I went through that period of like falling back a little bit and then trying to like get it back together. It's just be consistent. Trust the process. Like, definitely, like, you gotta really believe in yourself.
Can we get consistency on the screen? Shout out to Barry, who's working the stream. Consistency,
but definitely that, and I feel like that has been my downfall a few times, like within my business, like just not being consistent, and that came from having that little bit of doubt. But once you get that down pack, I feel like that's definitely key.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like that's what makes or breaks, because people want to see, if you join a live stream every Tuesday and you miss one Tuesday, it's like then the next week you got to work 8 times harder to get the 2 viewers you had the first week.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Same. Well said.
Yeah.
So you was the spokesperson for that question.
No, because that'd be it. That'll get you.
I agree though. I am so excited that I got to chat with y'all and that we got to exchange information, exchange motivation, and for each of us to be able to talk with each other and to talk to our viewers about what we have going on. So in addition to that, I just want you guys to plug your Instagram, if you have a website, if you have a Twitter. I don't know if y'all still use a Facebook, but if you got a Facebook, whatever you want them to know about what you're doing, I'll let you guys go around and say that, and then we'll tag it below. So after the video, they can go back and click on it, get some followers, get some sales, and all of that good stuff. So Mariah, you can start with that.
Okay, so my business Instagram page is illuminate_by_Raya. And the website is illuminatebyraya.com altogether. And I just want to let everyone, all my New Jersey viewers, we have a pop-up shop coming up November 7th. It'll be in Rahway, New Jersey. So if anyone is available on Sunday, November 7th, please come out and support. It'll be a bunch of 10 different vendors that are going to be there and just showcasing small businesses and everything that they have to offer. So everyone show out. The flyers and everything will be on the Instagram page and the website. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Taylor?
I was reaching because I thought I was muted. But yes, Instagram is at Shive, so that's SHIVE_Nola, and the website is shivenola.com. We took a break, but we're about to be back at it. If you love New Orleans, if you love the culture, if you want to be a part, come through, follow, and we'll post when we have more things on the website. We probably won't be doing pop-ups just because New Orleans being real strange right now. We just got our Saints games back home, so we're easing our way out of this COVID. Yeah. I'm done being awkward now, I think. That's me.
Thank you so much, Taylor.
Thank you.
Of course. And Shatone,
Yes, so I use all my social media platforms to get out there. So right now I'm in a process of rebranding, but for now, my business Instagram is A Touch of Tone. My Facebook is my first name, SHUNTONE. Last name Pritchard. I go back and forth from Facebook to Instagram. I do answer people from my personal Instagram as well. That is TONE_DOLL, Tone Doll. So you can hit me up on there. You know, I answer. I'm up most of the time. My day starts pretty early, so I'm taking orders 4 in the morning.
Yes.
So that's where you can get me at.
Yeah, so I just want to say thank y'all again for coming on. Just give yourselves a little round of applause. This was super dope. My little plug, as y'all know, you can follow me at Miczjhane Nelson. They're gonna have to put that in the caption because that's long. But for Woman Enterprises, we are our social is at Woman Enterprises. You can shop our merch. You can check out our collection that is coming up through our private label, which is Ming. You can go on there and apply to join our We Group, which is our agency that houses all of our Black women talent. And the question has been going around, do we only provide services for Black women? That is false. We provide services for Black, blue, red, yellow women, boys, girls, children, your grandmama, them, everybody. Okay, so while we are a team that is made up of Black women, we don't only provide services for Black women. I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. My husband is on here in the comments hyping me up. Period. I gotta go, but I love you guys. And we will be back with another episode next Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in.